In order for us to identify the substitution effect in panel B, we'll do what we always do. We'll take the final magenta budget constraint and shift it in a parallel way until it becomes tangent to the original indifference curve. In our case, this implies positive compensation. We have to shift the magenta budget constraint outward in order to reach the original indifference curve. The new budget that's formed is the compensated budget, the budget that illustrates how my consumption would change if all I faced was a change in trade-offs without any impact on my overall wealth. The fact that we have to give you positive compensation as a result of an increase in the interest rate should make sense to you. If you are a borrower, an increase in the interest rate makes you worse off. Therefore, in order to make you just as well off as you were originally, I have to give you compensation. We then label the tangency between your original indifference curve and your compensated budget as bundle B. A movement from bundle A to bundle B then entails a decrease in my current consumption and an increase in my consumption next summer. This substitution effect then tells us the same that it always tells us. Consume less of the good that's become relatively more expensive and more of the good that's become relatively cheaper. Consumption this summer has become relatively more expensive because in order to consume an additional dollar now, I have to pay more interest than I did before the interest rate went up. Consumption in the future has become relatively cheaper because in order to consume a dollar more in the future, there's less of a consumption loss that I incur now because I avoid paying all that interest.